I go through every step teaching you how to take your business to the next level. There's gaps in your business. It's a reason why you're only making $10,000 a month. I want to show you how you can get to $100,000 a month. And that's what I was able to do with the clients that I've been working with throughout the years. And I want to offer this service to you. This is going to be the marketing video. In this video, I want to go over a few things. I want to go over how to market on Instagram, how to market on Facebook, and how to market on YouTube. Those are the things I'm going to focus on in this marketing. All right. Instagram. Instagram's a very important tool when it comes to marketing. What you want to do with Instagram is use the timeline as you telling stories. The best way to market is telling through stories. You don't want to just say, hey, go buy this thing and we got a special sale. No, you want to create a story about it. Like if I want to sell my one-on-one, I'll create a story about it. How I've been doing business for a long time, 20 plus years. And there's been a lot of mistakes that I've went through throughout the challenges I've been through trying to grow different businesses. And I was able to journal everything I learned throughout the years and put it into a process, a proven process, a correct blueprint. And now I want to share that with you guys and help you guys out that if you have a business and you're trying to take it to the next level and you need a blueprint on how to do that, I am offering something that I've never offered before. I'm offering one-on-ones. I have 20 spots. I already filled 13 spots, but I have 7 spots available for you guys. It's a 4-month program. I go through every step teaching you how to take your business to the next level. There's gaps in your business. It's a reason why you're only making $10,000 a month. I want to show you how you can get to $100,000 a month. And that's what I was able to do with the clients that I've been working with throughout the years. And I want to offer this service to you. And that was a story. I told a story. I sold you, but I didn't even sell you. And that's what you have to be able to do. Now, your timeline on Instagram is how you're going to put that. That's where you're going to post this story. Now, your Instagram story is where you sell. That's where you lead them to other places because you can put a link in your story and you send them to your website or wherever you need to send them to sell. So that's important. When you're telling stories, you put it in your timeline. When you're selling, you put it in an Instagram story. You got it? That's one way. The next way to sell on Instagram, your posts have to be intentional. So like 80-20 rule, right? 80% of your posts have to be about what you're doing. Like if I'm creating businesses, right? I'm creating mindsets for entrepreneurs. So most of my content is going to be about mindset, how to think differently, how to grow, how to become a better you, a better version of you. So most of my content is based off that. That also goes to branding, being a personal brand, becoming a better person, a better you, right? So my content is all about that. Now, you want your content to be about the things that you're doing. Like if you're a nurse, right? You want it to be all around nursing, all around what you're doing, like the tests that you have to take, the certifications that you have to take, right? You talk about that in your timeline, and you tell people how you figured out how to get through certain tests and certifications a little easier. Because you went through it don't mean they have to go through it. If you gave them an easier path, it makes it easy. It's a problem, it's a solution. You have to have the solution and you find people with the problem and you put them together and you sell. Now, you put that in your story, in your timeline on posts, whether it's a carousel, rails, or just a picture. You put it in your timeline talking about different challenges you've had and how you've overcome them. You put in your story, hey, check this out. Now I'm giving a tutorial on how to get through this such and such certification. Go to my link now. You sell it. So now they see it in the timeline and now they see it in the story. They have a place to go. That as simple as that. So you want to make sure your content is based off of what you're doing. The other part of it is 20% lifestyle. This is going to be you showing you a regular person. Like every Sunday I post my family. And I want you to know that I'm a family person, I'm a regular person, but also it could be stuff that you're doing. Like, so me speaking, a picture of me speaking is some great content because it might not be like informative, but it's gonna show you that what I was talking about and now I'm living it. So 20% of that, but 80% of like really just giving you information, giving you gems. If you continue to do this and you're consistent, you're gonna become an authority in the space that you're trying to become an authority in. So that's that's important thing. When they know you, they like you, they trust you, they'll support you. Simple as that. If you put a post up and it's doing really, really well, you want to add fire to that post, and you want to do it through the boosting. Boosting is going to allow that post to get more exposure. And the way you boost, the first way I would do automatic. So you want Instagram to learn your audience and see what your audience is. And the way that do that is they put it in front of a bunch of people, and whoever interacts with it, that's how they starting to get your audience. So it's important to boost a post if it's really doing really well. Boom. So now you can put $100 a day, $50 a day, whatever you can afford. Put anything that you can afford, because you wanna add fire to a post that's doing well, because it's gonna give you more exposure. You know it's a good post. So now when it gets more exposure, it's gonna create more people coming to your profile. You gotta make sure that your websites in your profile only have one link. Have a website going to somewhere, whatever you're selling. It's very important. The second thing is you wanna boost it for about 7 days, right? And when you get that information, you're gonna get the information of who your audience is actually. You're gonna see who clicks on it the most. It's gonna help you in sales and getting more exposure to your brand. So you wanna boost the post that's doing well. Very important. If you have friends that are really well, that have a lot of following, you wanna do collab posts. Collab posts is gonna be a great way to get you more exposure and more followers. So that's another marketing tool that I use. Like my fiance has 150,000 followers. Whenever I collab with her, I get a bigger exposure. But you wanna be intentional with your posts that you collab with. So my collabs are just my family. We're thinking about doing a family like Instagram. So that's kind of like seeing if the people really like it. It gets so much interaction, so I know people are gonna like it. Again, you bring them to YouTube. That's how you monetize it. You're creating a show, a family show. You take them, you put them to YouTube, and now you monetize your YouTube. Another way to make money, and you advertise them without advertising. Very important. You have to set up your highlight stories on your profile. It's very important you set them up. Like I have booked me, my one-on-one group course, and done for you. It's very important you set those up in your story, highlight story, because it's gonna give people easy access to get to the services they need from you. You wanna be able to show people what you do right away. You don't want them to have to find out what you do, try to navigate and research what you do. No, you want them to know exactly what you do right away. You also wanna tell your titles in your bio. And if you own businesses, put all your businesses in your bio. So now they know, they got an idea of what you are. Mine says God first. That knows that I'm a God fan human being. The second thing is I'm Legend's dad. That's the most important person in my life, Legend's dad. I told Jessica that I'll put her in when she becomes my wife. She will be listed on #1, but she has to be my wife. The next thing, I go right into business, founder and CEO of Earn Your Legion, all the other businesses that I do. Simple. But when you go to my page, because when I boost the post, they're going to my profile, they get to see exactly who I am, what I do right away. You need it to be right away. The next thing is Facebook. Facebook ads is very important, right? Facebook ads, obviously through Facebook ads, you promote on the Instagram, and it promotes on stories, the timelines, all that. But you also promote on Facebook in the Facebook groups. It's very important to have some type of exposure in Facebook, because Facebook is still being used. They're buying customers in Facebook. People are still spending money. So when you're doing ads, I always tell people to use Facebook. Don't try to outdo Facebook. When you're trying to do interests and locations and all these different details in making an ad on Facebook, it's complicated. Don't overcomplicate yourself. The best way to do it is let Facebook do it. You spend a small amount of money in the beginning, let Facebook gather an audience for you, because they know with the pixels set up on your website, they can understand who buys, who comes to the site, how long they're on the site. All that information Facebook uses to take back and give you, to tell you, this is your audience, this is your avatar. So don't try to select your audience. Let Facebook automatically create your audience. 7 days, run a small, like $20 a day ad. That's gonna be enough information to gather for Facebook to gather, and it'll tell you, we got your audience, let's go. Put as much money as you possibly can, because your ROI is gonna be, if you put 100 up, you'll get 1,000 back. That's the goal, right? To 10x your money. So Facebook ads, make sure you let Facebook create the audience. Don't try to create the audience. It's going to be a waste of time. Now, as you got your audience, now you can niche down on your audience. That's when I say personalize your ads, because you kind of know who your avatar is. But when you're learning your avatar, you want Facebook to give you that information. So you have to install a pixel on your website, and you have to be able to go have a Facebook ads account. And when you have that Facebook ads account, you put it together, it works. Groups. Facebook groups is another way to advertise. It allows you to get exposure to an audience right away. If you don't have a lot of followers, you can go into, like, say if I wanted to go into entrepreneur Facebook group that has 100,000 members, I can literally go into that, get accepted in that group, go into it, and I could post something and I got exposure to 100,000 people right away. It's some of them are free, some you have to pay for. But the good thing about it is you get exposure to a bigger crowd of the like-minded individuals, and you don't have to have a big following. That's another way to advertise on Facebook. Making your own group. That's another way to advertise on Facebook. You have your own group. Promote your group on your website, on Instagram, or everywhere, on YouTube. Promote your group. You get more people in your group. Now you have direct access. You can pin post to the top, so anybody that comes into that group, they get to see it right away. It's very important to do that in Facebook. So create a group, join groups, Facebook ads, automate it. All those are great things for advertising and marketing your brand. The next thing is YouTube. Let's go over YouTube. So Google Ads, you want to make a Google Ads account. Google Ads is going to allow you to advertise on YouTube and also the search engine. The good thing about the search engine is when I'm searching for, I need a plumber in Atlanta. The great thing about that is if I searched it on Google, I can put an ad up and I'm getting my direct avatar. He's in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. I'm a plumber, and someone's looking for a plumber in Atlanta. I'm getting direct access to a person that says plumber in Atlanta. I have a high chance of closing. That's a warm lead. So every lead that comes on Google is warm leads because they've searched for what you offer, and they have a problem. They need it, and you're the solution. You're going to be in competition with a few other plumbers, but obviously the more you pay, the higher you rank, and you want to be the highest possible because those leads are warm. Those leads need what you offer. So you want to advertise whatever you do, you want to advertise it on Google Ads. Now, also, those ads could also go onto YouTube. YouTube, you want to make sure it's a hook for your video that you advertise, because like you got 3 seconds to keep them engaged or they're going to skip ad. Right? So you want to, whatever you do, bang, you want to bang them. Make money today. Make money now. Stop worrying about what you've done and let's do it today. You got to give a strong hook, and you want to do like 10 different hooks, and you're going to see which one does well. And that's the one you want to push more money to. Again, you want to start off with a small budget because you're trying to see what works. You want to test A, B, C, D. You're testing each format and seeing what works with your audience. Once you figure out what works with your audience, you put as much money as you possibly can because it works. And now with the YouTube ads, you can do inline, you could do on the side, you could do on the video. There's a bunch of different ways to advertise. You want to advertise on YouTube ad that you're selling. The next thing is, if you are creating videos and you want to get more views, you can advertise your video to get more views. So you can spend $100 and get like 5,000 views. The most important thing though is you have to put United States, UK, and Canada. Don't advertise anywhere else because those are the 3 that get the highest CPM. So you want to make sure you get the audience that follows your page or subscribes to your page, that you get paid the most. Because if you get subscribers from India, you're going to get no money on your videos. You want to try to make back the money you put into your video. Granted, you do not make money on views that come from ads, but the goal is to get them to come, subscribe, and see other videos from you down the line in that same day or down the line the next day, whatever. So it helps you expand your audience with getting YouTube views. Shorts on YouTube. Shorts are very important to use. You have to use shorts, and the most important thing on YouTube, what I've noticed is that the videos that have captions, they tend to do better. Not all the time, but they tend to do better. Why? Because people are at work looking at your content and they can't have the volume up, so they still want to see your content, but they're just reading the captions. So make sure you have captions on all your shorts and post a short every single day. Now YouTube just added a dope feature. So now you can add a related video. This is extremely powerful. I used to put in the comments, in the description, check out the full video. You do not have to do that anymore, ever again. All you have to do is go right in your YouTube studio and select the related video, that is the video pertaining to the information, the short, and it's a link right on the short to click right into the full video. It's amazing. You definitely want to do that, and you want to post a short every single day. Live going to get your engagement up. Live is kind of, you want to do lives at least once a month, and you don't necessarily have to do a live video. You can take a recording and go to apps like StreamYard and put the video and make it go live on YouTube. So don't get concerned about, I'm scared to speak live. You can make a pre-record and make it go live. But live is going to tell you what the size of your real audience. Because when you go live and you got 1,000 people on your live, you know you got a big audience. That's extremely hard to do, but once you get to that point, you know you got a big audience. And lives are gonna get your subscribers up. It's gonna get your views up on all your other pages, and it's gonna make you more relatable when you're talking to people, answering questions and things like that. You want to answer the questions to people just to make sure you let them know you're real, you're live, you're here, you're for them, you're the people's champ. That's what you want to do. So go live at least once a month. You definitely want to do that. Okay, another tool you want to use is with that Cast Magic. Cast Magic gives you YouTube tags, gives you YouTube hashtags, and it gives you YouTube's description and title. Fill all those out in Cast Magic and put them into your shorts and your YouTube medium and long form content. It's going to allow you to get more exposure and market your videos and your content more effectively. TikTok, I think TikTok's the same. You could just kind of relate it to Instagram. TikTok's going to allow you to get more exposure though. It broadens your audience, widens your audience. But long story short, pick a niche, go into that niche, and deep dive into that niche and explode in that niche. That's basically it. And hopefully this video helps with this with the content.